Hi, my name is Trish Johnson, and I'm an agriculture program specialist with the Ministry of Agriculture. And I'm with Clark Brenzel. Clark is the weed control specialist with the Ministry of Agriculture. Today we're going to talk to you about invasive plant biocontrol. So Clark, what are we seeing here today?
What we have here today is an area that's been infested with leafy spurge for many years now, just outside of the Moose Jaw area. And what this site is, and specifically, is a harvesting site for biocontrol insects for specifically leafy spurge.
So why is leafy spurge a problem?
Leafy spurge is a deep-rooted, persistent perennial, so it has a root that goes down 20-something feet in the ground.
Wow.
Will spread out about 4 meters a year by root, so essentially the size of this patch could have come from one plant in a year. When it sheds its seeds, the seeds will spit up to 20 feet from the parent plant, so it gets around very well that way as well, and it doesn't make good forage. It outcompetes the forage that's there, and so all around not very desirable plant.
So I imagine then it's probably pretty difficult to control.
Yes, historically it's been very tough to control. We've had very few herbicide options that have been economical. We do have a few more that are a little bit better, but still $50 or more an acre to apply.
So what methods of control are available to producers?
We have the standard herbicide options, which again are expensive. We have spent a fair amount of money on the development of insects, and essentially what we do is we go to the place where that insect comes from, and essentially where leafy spurge originates, and so we look at all the insects that are feeding naturally on the leafy spurge. We look for insects that will only eat leafy spurge, and then we introduce them to North America, and they start consuming the spurge that's here and just perpetuate themselves year after year after year.
Okay, so one of the activities that are going on here today is a leafy spurge collection day, and we've got some leafy spurge in our nets. They've been sweeping throughout the area today. Are the leafy spurge beetles a problem for any other plants?
No, we've been very specific about selecting just insects that will consume just leafy spurge.
Awesome. So if anyone wants to collect leafy spurge, how do they go about, or leafy spurge beetles, how do they go about collecting the beetles?
Well, first you have to find a site, and so one way to do that is to contact your local municipality, and what they can do is get a hold of one of the Saskatchewan Association of Rural Municipalities plant health officers.
Okay.
And what they do in their normal course of activity is go out to some of these sites where we've had releases in the past, and then assess them as far as how many beetles are present, what kind of levels they're at, and if they're going to be an efficient harvesting site.
Okay.
Then what they'll do is they'll release an announcement to municipalities around the province, and they'll host collection days.
Awesome.
And so you end up going to those collection days, you bring your trusty net, you start sweeping, and you collect enough beetles to make a release, which
Okay.
is about 3,000 to 3,500. And then you take those back home in a paper bag and a cooler to keep them alive, and then you put them out in your leafy spurge patch and you let them just kind of escape.
So if you are interested in any biocontrol agents or methods of invasive plant biocontrol, I invite you to contact your local regional office of the Ministry of Agriculture or contact the Ag Knowledge Centre. Alternatively, I sure invite you to go online and visit us at saskatchewan.ca/CAP.